compared to the boys in ISUBK rapping and all. No, dudes, no.
You can over there too. I can go to.
All right, shalom, shalom. Before we begin, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles, double honor to the elders, the bishops of Great Millstone who teach us daily. To you men out there teaching the Lightwise doctrine, we want to say shalom. And to the few sisters out there listening, we want to say shalom to you as well.
Shalom.
We were just going into how basically this country is going to shit. And I saw this week that the Edomites, they're trying to play victim now because of what's going on in Dearborn, Michigan right now. For all of you who don't know what's going on in Dearborn, Michigan, they have a Muslim mayor. And the Muslim mayor has decreed that he's going to send out prayers 5 times a day over the loudspeaker over the city. So a bunch of Edomites, they went to a city council meeting and started complaining, talking about how the Muslims gonna come here with your 5 and 6 wives and outbreed us. So they playing victim right now. And the elder made a good point. He was like, anybody can outbreed Esau because he has recessive genes. Anybody can outbreed Esau. Matter of fact, the 2 nations with the most dominant genes are Israel, of course, and Moab. Those 2 nations have the most dominant genes. Esau has one of the most recessive genes in the out of all the families of the earth. So that's why he complaining. But see, you did this to yourself because biblically it says that Israelites can have more than one wife. Even though Ishmael is not an Israelite, it's still part of his culture to have multiple wives. Esau, you shot yourself in the foot with this one wife law. So you limiting yourself from reproducing. And then you made it even worse by enabling these females to cheat and be rewarded for being whores. You did this to yourself, bruh.
But plus, it's stated in the scriptures that you will be small among the heathen anyway, and hated as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is Obadiah 1 and 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised, man. And then it also says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rocks, whose habitation is high. That said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? The Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is about to bring you down to the ground. And you can't get mad like the brother says. You did this to yourself, man. Mm-hmm. Man, you gave a lot of women the ability to gad abroad, you know, sleep with who they want to sleep with. And vast majority of them ain't choosing you. Nope. Because they seeing how fucked up you really are, man. You a devil.
That's
that the Bible speaks of, man. You know, so this ain't nothing new to us. We already knew that this was coming, you know, that eventually people was going to see you for what you really are. And you got some nerve to be saying you want these people out of a country that you stole.
Exactly.
That's a hypocrite. Esau's a full-blown hypocrite. How you going to come to a land, kill the people of the land, take the land, and then now people that's coming in prospering more than you, now you want to get mad and say they got to go. Man, you got to go. You the one that caused a lot of problems in this world, man, especially here in this nation right here.
He said it. I mean, he said it in the most proudest way Edomite can say it. He's like, this is my country, and I don't want you here. Is that not one of the most immature, emotional statements you ever heard in your life? That's the state of Esau. This man is panicking because he's never been in this type of situation before. And the elder made a video about how the Edomite women are officially coming against Edomite men. And she said, this is how the woman explained it. She was like, all you MAGA men, y'all about to lose y'all wives. And she went into why. And this is what she said. She said because a lot of MAGA wives are catching on and they seeing a pattern. They seeing that all the behaviors that these Republican liars and your president liar is exhibiting, they are seeing the same behavioral patterns in their husbands. This is why you are going to lose your wives, because of behavior. This is what this woman said. Y'all acting just like Trump. And nobody likes Trump, so guess what's next? Ain't nobody gonna like you neither, which is prophesied. The brother just brought the scripture out, Obadiah 1 and 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. And it's only due to your actions, the things you say, the things you do, how you think. Don't nobody want to be around that type of energy, not even your own women. And guess who's gonna be next to leave your ass? Your children. They ain't gonna want no parts of it.
Following that vibration of Trump.
Exactly.
Got y'all minds messed all the way up. This is Ecclesiasticus 10 and 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is. Such are all that dwell therein, man. All of y'all feeding off that vibration of Trump, man. Now I got y'all back, got y'all pennies, got your women's pennies in the bunch.
Yep.
Well, they ready to step out on you, E.
And
But
guess who they coming? Guess who they coming to? They coming to Jake.
Coming to Jake for sure.
Because guess what? The Lord is, he does things two or more at the same time. What he's doing, he's bringing down Esau in the world. But at the same time, he's uplifting Jake. Everybody's starting to see Jake now in a new light, because they see the true darkness of Esau. They starting to see how much this man been lying on us all these years. And a lot of other nations are saying, you know what? Especially the Asians, they said we were brainwashed to hate so-called blacks. Through movies, through propaganda, through music, through Edomite suggestion itself. They said they were brainwashed to hate us. But once they get to know us, they love us. Especially Ammon, the Japanese. These are one of the biggest culture vultures of Israelites. Ammon and Moab. So yeah, the whole world is finding out that we are not what they say we are. And one thing we need to start doing, Israelites, we need to stop letting our enemy tell us about us.
Mm-hmm.
Start doing your own research. Start listening to the elders, the apostles, and stop taking these lying ass pastors' word for it. Stop letting our enemies tell us about us. That's what we messed up at, because all they did was feed us lies.
I bet tongues walking through the earth with nothing but those lies, man.
Exactly.
You know, and another thing, when the brother was speaking about how they got the whole world thinking through the media that we are just such a ridiculous people, man. In reality, Esau, when he speaks of a lie, he speaks of his own, man. Because really, he's the one that sheds most of his blood on this earth, man. You know, this is Revelation 12 and 10. And I heard a loud voice saying, in heaven now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our God, and the power of our Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. See, this man's Edom, his kingdom is going down. He's being cast down, man. Mm-hmm. And people are starting to see through all his little shenanigans. All the hidden things of Esau are being searched out, man. And that's why you see on social media, 50 going north, people bringing out videos. You're seeing a lot of headlines with Esau doing all type of ridiculous shit. And I got quite a few headlines that I'm going to bring out, Lord willing, in this camp. You know, because Esau, he's got to be called out. And he will be called out. And he will go on them chains. And he will be swept under the rug after that, man. Mm-hmm. Whether y'all like that or not.
It ain't up to us. It ain't up to y'all. The Lord is going to make this happen. So y'all can either get in league with it and stay out the way, or you can try to save this man and be destroyed with it. It's not up for debate. There's no fine he can pay that's going to get him out of this. There's no amount of jail time he can do to get him out of this. He's still going into captivity for 1,000 years, and he's going to be exterminated. Thus saith the Lord. So it's your opinions mean nothing here. If that's what you're banking on. If you thinking you can come on our comment board and try to persuade us into teaching a false doctrine, you really need to get off the comment board.
Exactly. And if you are on the comment board saying that they're not going to slavery and we just running it up, I'm going to give you Isaiah 14:2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives. Who captives they were? Who are we captives to? Who are we captives to now? And then it says, and they shall rule over their oppressors, man. And it shall come to pass in that the day that the Lord Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage where thou was made to serve. So we gonna get out of the Most High is gonna bring us out of this captivity. And Esau, you taking your funky red ass in there, cause I got a vendetta with you, boy.
Oh, we all do. Look how many times this man then garnish wages out of your check unjustly.
Getting rid of people off jobs unjustly.
Yeah. Because of his emotions. We told y'all, and we're going to keep bringing it out, Esau does not rule this world. His emotions do. Esau does not make the laws. His emotions do. Prime example, that law of miscegenation, something like that. Anyway, it's a law that they came out with back in the day, back in the 50s and the 60s, which was aimed at us. And this law, what it did, it prevented mixed couples from marriage. Now, when they made this law, Esau was pissed off that his women was choosing to be with us. Matter of fact, little known secret, when we were officially in captivity, officially chained up, Edomite women would sneak outside to the barn just to get it on with Jake.
Yeah.
They was basically raping Israelites. The women, Edomite women, raping Israelites.
That's what happened to just can't get right.
Yeah.
In life.
Yeah.
He was a slave. She laid with him. She got pregnant by him and was ashamed. When they brought the baby out to see who the father was, they was going to take the father out regardless if he said something. But they all said that they was that baby's daddy.
Yeah,
to protect them.
They were taking up for Jake. That's what we do. We defend our own. We protect our own. Esau wasn't built like that.
He'll throw his own brother under the bus, man.
He's doing it now. Look at all these. Look at the government. Trump, man, bro. This motherfucker nervous about them Epstein files. But see, he's got something that nobody else has. He has somebody on his team that he's been grooming since a young age. That person is Pam Bondi. That's his attorney general. She has been recently given the power to go through the Epstein files and redact and or remove whatever she deems fit. So what does that tell you what she's about to do? She finna save her daddy. Because there have been many photos that came out of Pam Bondi when she looked like she was under 17 with Donald Trump. Now, it don't take a rocket scientist to put two and two together. They have been grooming these people from young ages.
Oh. That's Esau for you, man. Starts you out very young, especially the little women, and in a lot of cases, little boys too. You know, look, let me tell you something about Esau. It was two of them. They was talking about going to Haiti. They was talking about going to Haiti. They was gonna hire homeless mercenaries. One of them was gonna try to get military training to fulfill what he's trying to do. Basically, what they wanted to do was, and I'm gonna bring out the article eventually. They wanted to go over there and take over Haiti. They wanted to go over there and take over Haiti and kill all the men and save the women and the children for sexual fantasies and rape and for slavery.
See?
But Esau ain't the devil though.
That's always his plan. You know why? because he knows he's the weaker of all the nations. That's why he make it a point to go after the men first, or entrap the men first in some type of unrighteous law.
Mhm.
That's what they do. They take the men out the way first because they know they don't have a chance.
That's why they used to destroy the biggest so-called Negro at the field. They will buck break them. They will buck break them. They'll run in his backside, embarrass him in front of everybody. So any other people that want to decide to sneak off, they'll be too scared because of what they saw.
Yeah, all they do, they steal your manhood.
Yeah.
Because they're not men. Trust me. If they were real men, they would know the value of manhood, but they don't. And speaking of that, listen to this. A pardoned January 6th rioter was just arrested for child molestation again.
Again.
He tried to silence the victim with a payout bribe. See, they can't learn righteousness. Isaiah chapter 26, verse 10. Let me see if I can find it. These people have been pardoned. They're given a clean slate by their crooked president, and they still cannot learn righteousness. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 26, verse 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked. What was that favor shown to them? They got a full pardon. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. There it is. In the land of uprightness, he will deal unjustly and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. You can't reprogram him. The Lord got to program how he wanted to be wicked, so the Lord could be totally justified in getting rid of him. Now, that was a perfect example right there. When favor is shown to the wicked, they get pardons, they get slaps on the wrist.
Bribes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro.
Why get away with it?
Why do you think that was the first thing Trump did when he came back in office for season 2? He legalized bribery. That was the first thing. That should have been a red flag to you Babylonians right there, that he finna be doing some crooked shit. Under the table shit.
And the scriptures let you know about them with that bribery, man. This is Proverbs 23. I'm gonna read the AMP version. It says a wicked man receives a bribe from the hidden pocket to pervert the ways of judgment, man.
There it is.
You see that? So they'll pay up a bribe so they can get their ass, so that judgment won't go forth what they really finna get. And then they not in trouble as other men, so they get away with it, man. With that bribe. Look how many bribes these presidents done paid out certain porn stars, man, to shut up.
Stormy Daniels.
Yep.
You gonna pay a porn star $130,000. So, you know what that tells me? It tells me that you are very weak as a man. You're not confident as a man to use your words to get women. That's what normal men do. But I don't know about these new age men now, because real men are far and few right now, thanks to Esau Edom and all his sorceries and all his enchantments. You got more betas, you got more simps, and you got more gays now than real men. At least that's what it seems like on the surface. But being a real man is a threat to Esau, because he's not a real man. That's why he always makes it a point to be intimidated, or for some reason just not like the strongest Jake in the room. For some reason he cannot, it goes against everything he believes in. I'm not gonna like this man because I know that he's far more superior than me.
And he's not gonna just bow down to your ass either. You're not gonna be no yes man.
That's another thing.
Intimidated with that.
That's another thing that scares Esau. A independent thinker, a free thinker, a critical thinker. These scare Esau because he knows that the critical thinkers see right through his bullshit.
And he have no power over you like the rest of the masses.
Exactly.
Because none of y'all think. Y'all take the words and run with it. Y'all take that hand off of those spells that they give you in those words, and you run 100 yards with it.
Yeah. That's what's mostly the prophets are. You got to be a critical thinker to be a prophet, because the word prophet, it doesn't only mean to prophesy. The word prophesy means also, it means to translate. You have to be a critical thinker to read these prophecies and relate them to current events. And not only that, you got to take it a notch further by making future predictions based on what's going on today, based on the prophecies. You have to be able to put this puzzle together. And only critical thinking, spiritual discernment, and the Holy Spirit will allow you to do these things. You got something, bro?
Oh, yeah. I'm finna pull something up, though, but go ahead.
This is why, and it just so happens to be, most of the critical thinkers just happen to be Israelites. Number one, because Esau used the same playbook. It's easy to see through his schemes. So eventually, the critical thinker will put 2 and 2 together and say, man, this is the same play. But see, you Babylonians, it goes right over your head, because you don't see Esau for who he is. You don't know Esau is your enemy. You buy into all the propaganda, all the lies. And that's MAGA's main problem. They believe liars and lies. So let me ask you this. If you're not willing to admit what is wrong, how do you ever plan on correcting it? Or is your motto just to ignore it till it goes away? That doesn't happen. If you continue to ignore a problem, it only gets bigger. It's like a snowball going downhill. It's only going to get bigger and bigger. And you can, as a result of ignoring these flaws, ignoring these mistakes, ignoring these lies, ignoring all this propaganda, you set yourself up for failure, America, because the condition of this country is a direct result of Esau's emotions. His emotions did this to this country.
I got Amos to back you up on what you was just saying not too long ago as well about the Most High. He basically revealed these prophets and things, these prophecies and everything that's going on. He revealed it to his servants, the prophets, man. You know, this is Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord hath not done it? See, everything that's going on right now in society, all these bad things, women getting put to death, kids jumping on parents, you know, all these different things that's going on in the world, plane crashes being more common, you know, all these different things that's happening, those are judgments, man. You know, the Lord is doing these things. That's why we tell people that they need to fear the Lord, man. And it says, surely the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai will do nothing, but he revealed his secret unto his servants, the prophets, man. And start from the elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, man. He revealing these things to those men, and they teach it to us, that we go out and we bring it out as well, you know, through the Spirit, you know. And the average person can't get that. A natural man can't understand these spiritual things, man. You know, so when you people out here lost, paying attention to the world, not understanding what's going on, that's when y'all really need to seek out the men of the Lord on the highways and hedges. Not all of them got the truth. That's why you got to be able to discern that, pray for it, and the Most High leads you to the right men. Because I got led to wrong men at first as well, and eventually I got led to those brothers.
I got a precept for you. This is Psalm chapter 147, verse 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. That's why it's only Israelite men out here on the highways and byways, because the Lord gave his word unto the men that he gave to the Lord. Go read John chapter 17. They are thine. I pray for them. I pray not for the world, roughly paraphrasing. Only Israelite men, baby. And another attribute that the Israelite man has as far as advantages over the other nations I've been seeing in it's been a trending topic in social media lately. The word melanin. Now I want to expand on this word for a minute because melanin has many advantages. Not from just protecting you from radiation from the sun, but melanin is also an antenna. And what it does is, I've listened to a couple of videos on it, so I think I got the gist on how it works. The way melanin works, it takes energy, vibration. Let's say this brother everybody puts out energy and vibration. What melanin allows you to do, it translates that energy and that vibration into subliminal messages that only you can receive. You know how the old folks say, oh, I felt them out? They were discerning his energy, his vibration. Melanin absorbs this energy, this vibration, and it translates it into emotion. It translates it into messages. For prime example, that's how you know if a girl likes you or not. She'll give out a certain energy, a certain vibration. Your melanin translates that for you. You say, man, that girl like you, bro. That's what your melanin does for you. It deciphers, especially if spiritual, combined with the power of spiritual discernment, it automatically transforms you into a human lie detector.
And that's why he wanted so bad.
Exactly.
And now that you mentioned that melanin, is actually, because y'all know that a lot of so-called Israelite men, women, and children, they come up missing a lot throughout the years, man. A lot yearly, especially the kids. And I have seen this video, and the guy was talking about this liquid melanin. Come in little containers, the little syringe in it or whatnot. And these Edomites, they be taking it.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives them a tan. You know, and this is what it looks like right here. I just lost it. Give me 1 second. I got to pull that back up because y'all got to see this bull. It's madness. Here we go. This is madness. But Esau is out here taking this. And hopefully y'all can see that clearly. But Esau is out here pumping. Yeah, he's pumping that liquid melanin in his skin and he's drinking it.
Yep, they got melanin pills now.
They drinking it and it's giving them a tan. But you can never be us no matter how much melanin you drink. You're going to look retarded. You're going to have dark skin and blue eyes and blonde hair.
And then you confusing your body. Just like how your body confused, like the kids that go through these trans operations. Let's say you go from a boy to a girl. Your body still thinks it's a boy. So it's going to continue to produce testosterone. That's why you're going to be hooked on hormone blockers the rest of your life to keep your body from being confused. But even so, even if that does work, that is not going to correct the toll that this process is taking on your spirit.
Exactly. And plus in your mind, you still going to be thinking as a man or a woman anyway.
Exactly.
So it don't make you, that's not going to change the way you think.
No,
because you was wounded in the stones, you ain't do nothing but exclude yourself from the kingdom.
That's it.
That's all you did. Because he was wounded in the stones could not see the kingdom. You know, I'm just paraphrasing that.
Deuteronomy chapter 23.
You know? So y'all out here trying to fulfill y'all own lust for y'all own lust of the body, man. Trying to be something you're not. You're not doing nothing but you just setting yourself up to be wood for the fire, and you will be destroyed.
You confusing your mind, body, and soul. And you have officially deemed yourself an abomination unto the Lord, because what stands now with all this melanin injections and stuff was not what the Lord created. He created an Edomite. You cannot become an Israelite just by taking melanin. Y'all just that simple. You think if you look like us, you are us. You can never be us.
Never will be.
If you don't have an Israelite spirit, you can never be us. I don't care how much melanin you drink.
They be popping it too. I'm talking about glasses of water, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drops of it, throwing it back like shots.
It don't matter. You just a chocolate Edomite. And another thing about melanin, man, this is Esau. He tried to make you. It's like this man said in the video I was watching on. He basically Esau try to make you feel bad or ashamed about your gifts, and it all spawns from jealousy. Esau wants to be us that bad that he get in his little fields and try to make us feel bad about the gifts that the Lord gave us. For example, us being super athletic. He tried to make us feel ashamed about that. Just shut up and dribble.
Yeah,
See what I'm saying? That is nothing to be ashamed of. Matter of fact, Esau can't do it. I don't care how much he trained. And if he can do it, it's a good chance he might not be an Edomite. So don't fall for that Edomite trying to make you feel ashamed about your appearance.
He can try to make you feel ashamed about your appearance or your skill set all he wants, you know? Because without it, he wouldn't get none of that money that he gets.
Exactly.
They need us.
Exactly. But
we got the best actors, the best athletes, you know, boxers, basketball players, football players, soccer players.
And it goes beyond that. It goes beyond that. It goes as far as intelligence.
Oh, man.
Not just athletics. Look at all the inventions we have created.
Yeah.
It goes beyond athletics and having superior physical attributes. It goes through intelligence. It goes to spirituality, which Esau does not have. That's why he's not grounded. That's why he does not deal with reality. He runs from it and creates his own alternate universe. And y'all experiencing this alternate universe right now. Because for some reason, y'all still can't believe that your government is doing this to you right in your face. That's cognitive dissonance. Instead of accepting that these people are wicked, you try to make excuses for them. Because you want this wicked kingdom to continue.
Mm-hmm. Now understanding that this place is getting ready to go to a totalitarianism state, bro. They gonna get ready to basically, because they getting ready to roll out this digital ID in Chicago, starting Wednesday. And you gonna have to upload your ID on the Apple phone, and then eventually it's gonna go to the Androids. But they setting up this MOTB, and eventually you're gonna have to take that rice. You know, I'm trying to watch what I say, because I always say that word all the time. I'm trying to watch what I say today. But y'all gonna have to take that rice, or you got to make that choice, man. That fork in the road gonna show up, and a lot of you finna be tested with that task right there. Man. You know, and when that task gets put on the table, a lot of you that's thinking that the government back open and everything is going back to normal, y'all finna get caught up, because the very same people that cried and bitched and moaned about not being able to get food stamps, they gonna take them away from you again. Mm-hmm. They gonna take them away from you again. And this month marked the last month that they just giving out Section 8 vouchers. So what you gonna do next month? Mm-hmm. While y'all out here buying all the Thanksgiving food up from what I saw yesterday. Y'all buying up all the food for Thanksgiving. Y'all trying to go travel and everything.
Yeah.
But they shutting down airspace and all this stuff, man. Some of y'all finna get messed up when these holidays go through. A lot of you people finna get messed up, bro.
They messed up now. They just in denial about it.
I'm talking about physically. Like, I believe that it's finna be some death through these holidays, because y'all too busy seeking mirth, man.
Yeah. They live for mirth, because that's what they've been indoctrinated to do in a wicked kingdom. Just mirth it up. Ignore your problems till they go away. That's what y'all been indoctrinated with. But see, this is the thing though. This is all an experiment. Esau always does things through trial and error. So when he took the food stamps the first time, that was a trial to test your reaction. So, and a lot of y'all, when he finally did give them back, Y'all was thinking cheese and rice. I know you was.
Man, they were smiling ear to ear.
I heard you when you were saying, "Ooh, thank you, cheese."
They was
heard you.
They smiling ear to ear, running out of those grocery stores with them cocks full of food, man.
Yeah, but see, Esau, he's setting you up for another snare though, because he realized he just can't snatch them off. He just can't snatch them because the truth came out about more Edomites being on them than Israelites. So what he's going to do, through the craft of his policy, he shall cause craft to prosper.
Yeah.
He wants everybody to reapply, so he can officially tell you no.
Mm-hmm.
So who you think he gonna prove? He gonna prove Edomites. Who you think he gonna deny? Israelites.
Now you're gonna have to work. You have to work 80 hours a month to even be able to get anything. You know, but that's just for now. That's gonna eventually run out too, because none of this shit. Esau has shown you that some shit just don't last. Things don't last forever, bro. You know, these foods, these snaps, the Medicare. You know, a lot of you finna be flipping out when you can't get your medication, man.
Mm-hmm.
I work with this one lady and she was having trouble getting her medication for like a week, man. And I sat up and listened to her from a distance. And she was flipping out about not being able to get that medication, man.
Panicking, man.
How much more you people that got psychotic issues, man, that certain medications keep you at bay from where you can flip out. That's how we know when this shit hit the fan. A lot of you people that can't get any of them pharmaceuticals that keep you in your right state of mind, y'all finna flip out, man.
Yeah, most of it gonna be, see, the apostles and the elders call it, you're gonna have demons on you.
Yeah.
Which you are, because you're gonna be suffering from withdrawal symptoms. Think about it. Think about how they set up these young trans kids. When they can't get that medication, they're gonna turn into demons.
Yeah.
If they're not already demons.
Yeah.
And it goes just for more than children. The adults gonna be the biggest demons because most adults are immature. They just tall ass children, especially MAGA. So a lot of y'all gonna go through withdrawals. Remember, if you have any type of trans operation, you're gonna be hooked on hormone blockers for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm. Like in that video game called Ninja Gaiden or whatnot. You get this curse. You get so far in the game, you get this curse. You know, it's from your sword. Your sword basically, from all the killing, this curse went into his body or whatnot. And it'll be parts of times in the game where that curse will start to try to take over you. And the only way for you to stay alive is to shed blood. And if you don't shed blood, this curse will overtake you and you will die. You know, that's some deep ass shit. You know, and that's how this medication is to a lot of you people that's gonna be bugged out. Without it, you're gonna flip out and you're gonna be out here shedding blood, or you're gonna take your own life, man. Without Esau's potions. I'm gonna call them potions.
Oh, they said another C-19 coming back, which is amazing to me how they just predict pandemics.
Yeah.
What kind of crystal ball y'all got over there? I mean, really, unless y'all not planning this like you planned the first one.
Same play.
But see, yeah, Esau, you the same play, man. But going back to the melanin, yeah, they try to make you feel ashamed about being dark skinned. But in the meantime, they can't go out in the sun because they don't have dark skin. So they try to flip it, try to make good evil and evil good. We superior. Y'all was put here to serve us. You know, try to make you feel bad about your heritage of having melanin. But another thing that melanin does, melanin holds ancestral data that's transferred from generation to generation through the melanin. That's why you have certain episodes of deja vu. Those memories are transferred through the melanin. It could have been from one of your past lives. It could have been from one of your relatives' past lives. Data is transferred through melanin. That's why we can, I guess you could say, tap into the past. It's all because of melanin.
And you have dreams of the past and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, I was telling somebody about that, you know, about how we all been here before, and you might come across somebody you ain't never met in your life, but y'all instantly connect within the spirit. That was somebody you might have known in your past life, or you go somewhere and old memories start to flash. Might not be the same specific spot, but you were somewhere where it was just like where you're standing at, man.
Exactly.
You
Matter of
never
fact,
been here before.
when I went overseas, I went to Greece. When I was in Greece, France, Spain, and Israel, I've been to Israel about 2 or 3 times. I had so many cases of deja vu over in the so-called Middle East, dude. It was overwhelming. I'm like, I've been here before. I remember walking down this street before, but I never, this is my first time visiting the country. You see what I'm saying?
That spirit was there before.
Yeah, exactly.
Because this flesh is just this is a core, man. You know, the real you is the spirit within you, man. And this been here is the ancient spirits, man. It's what we always telling you is ancient spirits. You die, you reborn, man. Every 4th generation, you come back in a different flesh with that same spirit, man.
Yeah. So I mean, I couldn't explain it at the time because I wasn't in the truth when I was in the military. I was in the military from 97 to 2001. I came into the truth around what, 2017, 18 maybe? 16 perhaps?
Around there.
So I did not know why I was having these reoccurring events of deja vu. But now I know. Melanin is very powerful. And one thing that helps melanin, and now I see why the Lord made this a law. When you grow your beard is an extension of your nervous system. It allows you to feel people out even more. Even to the point where some people are called empaths, is where you can tap into the feelings and emotions of other people. The extension of your nervous system, which is your beard, and plus the combination of melanin allows you to do these things. That's why they say that Israelites have spiritual gifts. It's all due to the science that went into creating us by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. He created us differently from the other nations. That's why we have the biggest influence on all the nations of the earth. He made us different. And that's one thing that Esau hates. He cannot steal our power of influence. He can't. Look at us. We at rock bottom, but still we have the most influence culturally on the other nations. This is something Esau can never have. He wasn't given the power of influence. He was given murder, death, kill. Death, violence, destruction, lies, theft, murder, pedo shit. These are his gifts. Bestiality. Those were his gifts.
Since you mentioned Esau with this death and destruction, I want to get this. This is CBS News. The neo-Nazi leader pleads guilty in New York City to plotting to give poison candy to Jewish kids.
Wow.
You see that?
They cannot learn righteousness, man.
They can't do right, man. I'm bringing these out because I'm finna point them out today, man. This nigga is the devil. You know what goes through your mind that you just wanna just go kill innocent kids, man? I ain't gonna say innocent kids because nobody's innocent.
Who was that? Pam Bondi.
Oh, see?
Let me show y'all. This is the picture I was talking about. See? I hope y'all can see that. That's Pam Bondi and Trump when she was very young.
Go up a little bit, bro. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, she was very young in this picture. So obviously she's been groomed to play this role. Told y'all, man.
Oh yeah, another one. Louisiana teacher Cynthia Perkins sentenced after lacing students' cupcakes with ex-husband's sperm.
I saw that.
You see that? These people cannot do, they don't know righteousness, man. This is who Esau is. They like to shed blood. They like to do insane basement shit like this. Because that's who they are. They are violent in the earth, man. Children of basement, man.
I got one for you. Check this out. Now, this picture is a pile, I think, of buffalo or bison bones. Y'all see that? I don't know if y'all see that or not. That's a pile of bison bones. Now, let me read the caption. This is what Esau did to cut off the food supply of the Gadites. A primary strategy of European colonizers and the U.S. Army in the late 19th century was a mass slaughter of bison to destroy the primary food source and way of life for Native American tribes in order to force them onto reservations. Talk about barbaric. That's exactly what it says. So you gonna slaughter innocent animals just to keep a group of people from eating that you don't even like. See, this is why we tell y'all, Esau doesn't have a problem with starving you. He doesn't have a problem with committing genocide. That's why we tell y'all taking the government serious, but the government's playing with y'all. That's all they do is play with y'all. Give your benefits, take them back, see your reaction, give them back. Oh, it's not in the budget, we got to take that back. They playing with y'all, and it's your tax money. Ask yourself, where all your tax money going? I'll tell you where it's going. It's going to the small hats, for one, and it's going to line the pockets of the wicked. That's where it's going. But see, you Edomites, y'all just not catching on to it now because now it affects you. But see, I remember once upon a time, Edomites didn't believe in empathy.
No.
They said that was for the weak. But then when you get in a weakened state, you expect empathy. Y'all hypocrites, man. That's why y'all ain't getting no empathy. Because you're not empathic people. You don't have any spirit of solidarity. Your solution for every problem is death, murder, and violence, without even taking into consideration what else you could do to fix this problem. Death, violence, and destruction. Matter of fact, it was a newscaster. He got in trouble for suggesting just murdering the homeless.
Yeah.
See, you have no problem with genocide or starving people. That makes you inhuman.
And another thing we saw, he don't think like you said, they didn't believe in empathy until shit started happening to him, because in Esau's heart or his mind, he don't think he will ever see adversity.
Mm-hmm.
But that adversity and them curses is slowly moving upon to him. This is Psalms 10 and 6. He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. And that's what this man sows, mischief and vanity, man. And in his heart, he feels like that he would never see hardships. But now a lot of these Edomites are being humbled down. That they finna get ready to see all the hardships that they deserve, boy.
Yeah, they starting to feel it now, because on the way to get you out, listen to the elder video, and in his video, it was a lot of Edomites complaining about how they regret their vote for Trump. But see, this is another mind game that Esau plays on you. Presidents are not elected, they're selected. You didn't have anything to do with Trump being in office. But see, this is how Esau plays with your mind. He got y'all going to bed feeling guilty that you voted for him when you had no power
in the first place.
Exactly. He got y'all going to bed feeling guilty when it wasn't your fault. That little box you checked did not have any power whatsoever. So stop beating up on yourself. about this man being in office. It's not up to you. The Lord put this man in office to destroy Babylon. And he did it through the Edomites selecting their presidents. There's no such thing as fair elections. They are selected. They are groomed for years to play these roles. This is how they did George Bush. This is how they did Obama. They were groomed from young ages to play these roles. So stop beating up on yourself. Stop feeling guilty. Esau wants you to feel guilty because feeling guilt puts you in a weaker mind state. He has you questioning your own decisions. That results in a weakened mind state when you don't have confidence in your own decision making. So stop beating up on yourself. For this man being in office, it was the Lord's will.
I got a precept for that too.
Go
This
ahead,
is
bro.
Daniel 20:2. Daniel answered and said, "Blessed be the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai forever and ever. For wisdom and might are his. And he changeth the times and the seasons. He removeth kings and setteth up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know of understanding." So the Most High, like the brother said, don't beat yourself up on that. The Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, put them in that position, man. He put Bush there. He put Obama there. He put Trump
Clinton.
there.
All of them.
All of them from the beginning of time till now. All the way up until their coming demise now. You know, because all kingdoms, all so-called great kingdoms come to an end. And this one's on crutches right now. This bitch limping.
Man, Esau done shot himself in the foot so many times, he can't even walk. And that's cool, because he don't deserve to kick it.
No, he need to get up out of here, man.
This man has shot himself in the foot so many times, he can't walk straight. But see, the Lord put this sadish spirit on Esau. Sadish means stupid. This man makes mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake, and it's all based on out of his self-pride. Let me get this one. I got a scripture for you. Esau think he can never do no wrong. There it is. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 5, verse 21. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Regardless of the lie Esau tells, in his mind, he thinks that nobody knows he's lying. This is the psychology of Esau. And when he gets behind his podiums and give you all his podium talk, he doesn't believe it. He doesn't care to believe it. His job at the time is to convince you to believe it. This is the psychology of this madman. That's why we call it podium talk. Because every time he get behind the podium, everything's perfect, everything's great. We got equality and justice and fairness for everybody, and justice and equality and love. So when you step down from the podium, all that shit goes with him.
Yeah, that shit go right out the window, man. It never meant nothing in the first place. That's them smooth and buttery words
That's what it is.
that the scriptures be speaking of. I'm gonna go grab that as well.
I got one right after you too.
Okay. Salaki, y'all bear with me. Got it. This is Psalm 55:21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war is in his heart. His words are softer than oil, yet were their swords drawn. And this man, he's talking about with these AI technology robots. He telling y'all that it's gonna be a good thing, that it'll be optional if you want to work or not. He letting you know that y'all finna be slaves here soon with this digital ID situation, man. And when it says, this is a little picture I had up, it says say no to digital ID. We didn't vote for this. And it says, what could digital ID mean for you? And it says data breaches, identity theft, fraud, government overreach, political restriction, that Republican and Democrat shit, that shit finna go out the window. That was just to cause division amongst you people. That was used as a pawn.
It was used to give you the illusion that you
had
got a
power.
choice.
Yeah.
You ain't got no choice.
It says political restriction, private violation, freedom losses, resource diversion. You're not gonna be able to buy whatever you want to get when you want it, because they're gonna determine what you get and how much of it you getting. They're gonna monitor what you buy, how you spend your money. They're gonna monitor all of that. It said truest erosion, social inequality, corporate power, surveillance state, human rights abuse, social credit system, totalitarian state, and cashless society, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this new world order is about, bro. And this is what Esau's trying to bring in fully. He's not going to fully be able to bring it all in, because when he's getting ready to fill his belly, the Lord is going to bring him down.
You see, all this comes down to Esau's fragility. He wants control over everybody, even though he don't know what the hell he's doing, and he's too proud to admit it. But see, this how he gonna talk a lot of y'all into taking it. I got this is Romans chapter 16, verse 18. For they that serve not our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, but their own belly, and by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple.
Mm.
And there's a lot of simple people in Babylon.
Oh yeah, man, about over 90% of these cats is simple, man.
If the majority of this country wasn't simple,
none of this would be going down.
Trump would have been in jail. He wouldn't even made it a second term. So what does that tell you about the state of the mental health, the spiritual health of the people of this country?
Y'all been deluded, man. Been deluded. All of us have been at that point, though. You know, deluded. You know, you deluded from the time you born. Remember last camp, I was bringing out all the little poisons and stuff they injected in us over years to age enhancers and all of that shit. You know, look at these kids, man. Look how big they are.
And then they blame the curses on labels. They just give their weaknesses labels. Oh, I can't stay focused on one thing for too long. I got autism, ADHD, all these labels. Ask yourself this, where were these labels 25 and 30, 50 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
All of these conditions, they came from Esau playing through the CDC, creating these conditions, creating these diseases, creating these viruses.
Huh?
None of this stuff existed over 50, 60 years ago. But see, they created a convenience as to why they're weak. Or why you can't fix this right. Oh, I got autism. They quit this, just throw out an excuse.
Throw out all type of madness, man. And then y'all believe it. And then go to the pharmaceutical companies and down those drugs.
Yeah, they get you addicted to chemicals, like we brought out in many videos over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Pfizer and Moderna, multi-billion-dollar drug companies, never cured not one disease. Their goal is to get you addicted to chemicals to drain your pockets. And when you can no longer afford their expensive triple-price chemicals, they let you die because you are worthless. They have drained you. Prime example, there was an article online about saline. And all saline is a salt water.
Mm-hmm.
But they give it to you in hospitals through an IV. These saline IVs, the hospitals are charging $700 for. But they only pay $10 for them. You see the greed? You can't afford to get sick here.
Even with you plasma donors out there, they pay you $40, maybe $50 a week. In some cases about $80. But those motherfucking containers of plasma, they be about that tall. They get a good grip. They get a good grip off of that come out your body, man. It don't give you nothing.
Mm-hmm. Give you peanuts. for your shit. But see, that's how the small hats do. Look how they do the rappers. Give you peanuts for your shit. That's why these people going into captivity, and ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for them. That's why I dropped the mic. I quit altogether. I wish I would settle for peanuts. But y'all gonna learn, man, trusting liars, trusting in lies is what got you here. Remember that. The present state of this country is a direct result of you believing lies and liars and ignoring reality. That you can blame yourself on. That you can beat yourself up about. And I'm talking about Babylonians as a whole. Because all of y'all drunk off Babylonian wine. Y'all expect these people to do right by you when all they have shown you is how much they hate you.
That's it. And they're going to show you even more and more and more how much they hate you the further we go ahead in this thing, in these last days, man. You finna see how much and more and more they hate you. Because y'all ain't seen shit yet. Wait till you start getting cast out your house.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's illegal to be homeless.
Mm-hmm.
So where else are you going to go?
FEMA
To
camp.
a fucking FEMA camp. And then y'all forget that when Obama and his administration was in power, they had the little FEMA coffins and things. They mysteriously disappeared.
Body bags.
They were definitely receipts for it out there.
Body bags too. We done seen some here.
Yeah, we rode past them several times going to camp. A lot of times. And one day they wasn't there no more. You know, they not buying all these Walmarts for nothing. They not buying out like certain Kroger's is closing. And then they being bought out. It's a Kroger over there where I stay at. They just shut down. It's for auction, but you know they probably gonna do something that they ain't got no business doing with it. You know. And
Matter of
another
fact,
thing with Kentucky, they getting ready to what it says, Kentucky bill will require all police departments to work with ICE task force under I forget where to go. Never mind. But that's what it is. They are about to the police here about to link up with ICE, man. And it says because my phone, my tablet being extremely slow. One second, y'all, bear with me on that. This tablet slow as hell.
Man, it's gonna come to that in all the cities eventually anyway, because that's the end game.
Yes, Kentucky bill will require all police departments to work with ICE task force under 287G program. And it says that that they will get certain power over the immigrants, man. So they finna come out here and do what they do in all the other places we told you before. That they started in Chicago and moved to other little places, but it's gonna trickle everywhere, all over the US. You're gonna start seeing ICE be everywhere, man. And those ain't nothing but the sleeper cells.
But see, this is the hypocrisy of it all. The government claim they broke. How you gonna pay all these ICE officers?
Yeah.
You rather pay these animals, you rather pay them than to pay your own military, than to pay your own government employees.
Mm-hmm.
So how you think they're gonna pan out for Esau? Because the military, they ain't playing with Trump. These people are resigning. These people are refusing to disobey unlawful orders. Matter of fact, I got a little caption on there too. Let me find it. Yep. And this is from MediaLight.com. And it says, punishable by death. Trump floats execution for Democrats who urge soldiers to disobey illegal orders. How you think that's gonna pan out? Is that not gonna be a shit show 2.0? See, Esau thinks he's orchestrating this so-called chaos. But you gotta remember this. If it's uncontrollable, that's when it's chaos. Esau got his definitions twisted up. he's under the impression that he can control chaos. But guess what? It's gonna go to a point where it's gonna be out of control. Therefore, chaos cannot be controlled. If chaos could be controlled, it would not be called chaos. Make sense? But see, he's a liar because this man, he's so stupid, he'll lie to himself and believe it. How you think he made this far in his rulership? Believing his own lies. So yeah.
And the calamities and the things that's getting ready to take place here, eventually, hey, like I said before, the Most High is allowing all of these things to occur. You know, he's going to bring all type of calamities and things, man. This is Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, do all these things. That's letting you know, first and foremost, that nothing is moving unless Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai says it. And y'all know, like right now, you can still come out here and do pretty much whatever you want to do right now. But eventually, the Lord gonna clamp all of that down. You're not gonna be able to move peacefully at all.
It's time.
It's that time.
It's time, man. Because the conclusion I came to yesterday, man, I was just sitting out on the porch just chilling. It was a nice day yesterday. I was out there chilling. I was like, you know what? And I don't want to say that all Israelites feel this way, because they probably don't. But this is how I feel. Ain't nothing left here for us.
Nope.
There's no mirth here. And it seems like most of the time when we seem like we're having a good time, we're not. And the only thing left is the kingdom. That's the only thing we look forward to. Everything here in Babylon is used up and played out. I can't get excited about anything here for real.
That's that spiritual mourning, bro.
Yeah, so we just go through the daily motions.
Just mourning.
Of going to work, coming home, going to work, coming home. Not enjoying anything for real, for real. Yeah, we'll put on a fake smile here and there so our loved ones won't worry about us.
And we learning patience along the way, because it's going to be well worth it when the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, bless his men, or willing with that number, with that spiritual powers in this kingdom. We ain't got to worry about any of this no more, man. You know, because the brothers mourning, I be mourning, I feel like that too. I be like, damn, this shit got to hurry up and just be over with, man. But you got to be content with it right now.
Yeah.
Until the Most High give that green light. But this is Ecclesiastes 7:2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. And a lot of you people are getting ready to enter into the house of feasting when you should be mourning, because shit is not finna be right soon, man. It is better to go to the house of mourning than go to the house of feasting. For that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to heart. That man was sitting there thinking about that yesterday when he was outside chilling. He was thinking about that, you know, he's spiritually mourning, you know.
And I'm like that all the time, man.
Yeah, you get fed up with this place. It's not like it used to be. It don't even matter, you know, because we at the end of this thing, it don't need to be like it used to be, because we were still in fucking captivity still.
Yeah, you got to go to work every day and deal with unbearable Edomites, proud Edomites, and then come home to your little corner in the world.
Yeah.
When we supposed to be in palaces, we got a little corner in the world that ain't even ours. As soon as you miss that rent or that mortgage, you out. And now they trying to start a 50-year mortgage. They want you working your whole life for something that'll never be yours. Remember what Klaus Schwab said, you own nothing to be happy?
Yeah.
Little did he know he was prophesizing the future of his own people. But that's another video.
Yeah, like with this, I was watching this Moabite. He was talking about, you know, the digital surveillance over there in China or whatnot. He said that they had that for 20 years. And these other places is catching up, man. They had that shit for 20 years, and he was going on this big rant how it's very dangerous, which it is, and He fled to Europe and he fled to America, and everywhere he fled, he said they sent people to him to try to poison him because he was speaking out against it. And that's how it's going to be when you get them social credit scores, because that's basically what it is. The social credit score, you get a certain sum of money a month. If you go against this system, they're going to deduct that out of your shit, man. And there's going to be a time when you try to ride somewhere, that machine gonna tell you you can't get in your car and go nowhere. You got past your miles for the week, or you got enough food for the week, or for the month, or for the day. They gonna watch what you eat, how you eat it, bro, and they gonna control it.
See, that's the goal behind 15-minute cities.
Yep.
Yeah, you free to go outside that 15-minute radius,
But that shit cut off.
but they're gonna cut your digital shit off. If you cross that 15-minute radius
That
line,
boundary is over.
yeah, they're gonna cut your digital shit off. You see? In Moab, the Bible talks about the pride of Moab. He gonna get it too.
Mm-hmm.
Because he got the shit from Esau. Every walking abomination on this planet right now got it from Esau. This man, what the Bible calls the border of wickedness.
Yep.
Yeah. So you think Esau ain't gonna have to pay for his wicked influence on the world? Let alone all the catastrophic shit he done did throughout his existence. Mass genocide, mass starvation. The list goes on and on, man. Mass rape. So y'all stupid as hell for attaching yourself to Esau.
Oh yeah.
Nicki Minaj, you about to learn the hard way, shawty. Anybody who ties their brand to Trump, that brand dies. Ask Elon Musk. But see, she's stupid like that. Because she's still kissing Esau's ass, the wicked Eve.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't get the memo that Esau is through with you. Why you think they discrediting female degrees right now?
That.
See what I'm saying, bro? Yeah.
That, and they getting rid of you nursing assistants. They get rid of y'all. Y'all can't walk around talking about that degree no more.
Uh-huh.
Y'all asses about to be humbled, man.
They demoted most of the degree programs that females dominate in. They are devaluing them. So right now, to be a nurse or whatever, which I think is stupid, because would you let somebody give you an injection who never used a syringe before?
Nah, never.
Exactly. But see, this is Esau's way of telling you he's done with you females, especially you Eves. Another way he's showing you, he playing with the idea of taking your SNAP benefits. He playing with the idea of taking away your Section 8.
Y'all stupid, man.
He is depowering you. He is taking your power. Go ahead, bro.
Y'all like a donkey or like a bear or something. Like you take a bear and tie a stick over his head to where he can't reach the tip of it, and just dangle a stake right there and just let him chase the stake everywhere. That's how y'all looking. He's dangling this meat in front of you and that ain't even letting you catch it, man. He's giving it to you, taking it away, giving it to you, taking it away. And
Playing with
eventually, y'all gonna flip out. Y'all gonna eventually flip out.
Trying to provoke you.
Exactly.
To wild out so he can lock you down. Y'all don't get it, man. Y'all don't get it. This man is playing with y'all. He's always played with you.
And he's firing from all cylinders too. Like he's fucking with people over here with Section 8. He's fucking with people over here with Medicare. He's fucking with people over here with food stamps. He's raising food prices up, water prices going up, gas prices going up, and your pills, your money stays the same.
Mm-hmm. Eventually, something gonna give. That's just a matter of physics. You don't have enough income to cover your bills. This was by design. But see, one thing that's gonna catch a lot of people off guard too is when this dollar dies. Ooh, that's gonna slap shit out of a lot of you money worshipers out there.
That's what Elon Musk said in the article. He said that they said it was his prediction, but they know that the money gonna be obsolete soon, and it's starting with the stopping of the printing of the penny, man.
Yep.
That's the start of it. And eventually, yes, we will not have that dollar, but everybody gonna have to go to that digital ID, and then ultimately that social credit score, man, and then the MOTB. It's gradually, but it's coming. It's not happening as fast as some of y'all expected it to have, but these things are jumping out the book, man.
Yeah, and that explains why everything's going up with your pay.
Yeah.
It's not that inflation is kicking in, it's that your dollar is getting weaker. It takes more dollars to buy the same stuff now.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. When we was kids, we was getting sodas for 50 cents.
Now I remember those little Wildwoods for 25 cents a can.
Yeah, now you paying $3 for a soda. That's because your dollar has lost over 90% of its purchasing power.
Yeah.
Not because of inflation. It takes more dollars now to get that can of soup than it took 50 years ago.
More money is in circulation.
Matter of fact, I know the prime example. They showed a picture of an Edomite woman with a shopping cart full of food. It's overflowing from the 60s. They said this woman spent $20 for all that stuff.
Oh my God, bro.
Overflowing. 20 beans.
Ooh, wait.
Now you go in the grocery store with $20. You're going to come out with probably one bag of shit.
You're not even coming out with that, bro.
Exactly.
You're going to have maybe 2 canned goods at the most, because a can of fucking roast beef. A can of roast beef is like $13.
See?
$14 for a can of roast beef, man.
Your dollar has lost 90% of its purchasing power. That's why it takes more dollars now to buy the same items than it did 40, 50 years ago.
Yeah.
Your dollar is dead. They're not telling you this because they want to catch you off guard by forcing you to make an uneducated decision, like going with this digital shit. They want to force you to make an uneducated decision.
A desperate decision, because y'all
Exactly.
not gonna have nothing else more to do. It's like Esau. Esau's bottom line is he wants everybody to come to him for everything, bro.
Yeah, he gets off on making people beg. But it's like James chapter 2 verse 13 says, roughly paraphrasing, those that show no mercy shall have no mercy, and the Lord rejoices against judgment. Let me get it. I don't want to butcher it. Yeah, he enjoys this, obviously. He enjoys making you live with unbearable conditions.
Yeah.
He enjoys it. He loves it. And it's also a scripture saying how much the rich hate the poor. This is James chapter 2 verse 13. For he shall have judgment without mercy, that have showed no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment. That's why ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for Esau when he goes into chains. And now they trying to blame all of Esau's flaws and shortcomings on medical reasons. No, this man was just born spiritually wicked. They're always trying to blame Esau's wickedness on mental health. No, he's just born wicked. It don't take a scientist to see that most of the wickedness that's committed in the earth comes from this particular nation of people. They're always trying to blame Esau's wickedness on mental health. This man was just born wicked.
That's it. So he tell me every time, huh? So these people just automatically just get sick all the same off of the same shit, huh?
Okay, so let's entertain that. We'll entertain your mental health issues. Okay, so with that being said, if this is the case, how are you superior with all this mental illness?
Exactly.
I'll wait.
They're not gonna be able to answer that. They're not gonna be able to answer that.
All this mental illness running to and fro. How are you superior? Because it was a lady, well, it was two ladies, two girls. They go to the University of Alabama at Tuscaloosa, Roll Tide. These women got arrested for posting how they just finna go up in Walmart and shoot up a bunch of black people. She posted this. And you know what happened to these two girls? They got arrested. And each one of them got a $500 bond. And they was let go. Now, if they go out and actually commit this crime, who is it on? The police? Yes. Because the police didn't take it seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that is by definition a domestic threat, thus making it a domestic act of terrorism. But see, these girls get a slap on the wrist because they're Edomites.
Yeah.
And most of the egregious crimes that's committed by Edomites, they get off in court with mental health issues. That'd be the verdict.
That's the card that they pull to give them a cushion.
Yeah.
A slap on the wrist. But when it's one of you Jakes or Eves,
You don't get extended that luxury.
No.
No, we want to put him under jail. Matter of fact, did you know that the people that own all the prisons in America, they are suing the government for not providing enough prisoners?
Yeah, they want them to come out here and snatch up more of you Jakes.
See, what does that tell you? It should tell you that you're in a wicked kingdom. And we just want to go home, man. We're tired of waking up in Babylon. We're tired of having to deal with people who continually lie on us, try to railroad us to prison through the pipeline, the prison little shit they got on. They lie on you just to get you in prison for free labor.
Yeah.
We just want to go home. We tired of Edomites. We tired of their mental health issues that they can use to get away with wickedness.
Like, that's how they do our people, man. This is Isaiah 42 and 22. But this people is robbed. This is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey and none delivereth, for a spoil and none restore. You said restore. While we in there, we also being robbed.
Yeah.
Because my rib, her brother, he's doing time, and from time to time she'll send him a little money, and Esau got to take a portion of it.
Yeah.
Esau has to take a portion of
off top. Before you can get your check, he done took his off the top.
I think if she was to just send $3, Esau got to get $1 and some change out of it.
See, unrighteous decrees, man. That's why he ain't gonna have no mercy in the kingdom, and ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for him. Not even his own women. His women jumping ship on his ass right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you MAGA men, y'all about to lose your wives, man. And guess where they gonna run to? They run into the black and the brown, which you hate the most. And they will be impregnated, and they will bring forth Israelites. And you just gonna be in your feelings about it. Oh well, you'll be all right, you tough. You tough, baby. You superior. Remember?
They're gonna be hurting the kingdom.
1,000 years of captivity, man. You can do that on your head, standing on your head, bro. You superior like that.
Jake in that little AI video. Jake had them in the cage talking about my Edomites.
I saw it.
Y'all finna be in such a bad case,
y'all
man.
Y'all finna be in straits, man. See, we can laugh about it because we know that our captivity is coming to an end. Y'all ain't got nothing to laugh about. Cause y'all ain't got to the starting line yet to even start the race. But see, your dread comes from you knowing captivity is coming. That's probably one of the reasons why Trump trying to get rid of all occurrences of slavery out of the museums and whatnot. Because it hurts his little fragile heart to even think about that's gonna be them real soon. So they don't want no remnant of it. They don't want to see nothing pertaining to slavery, because it's reminding them that they about to go into slavery. We don't care.
You don't have no clue how many brothers is meditating terror on your red ass.
Yes, bruh, I do.
I'm talking about how many brothers is meditating terror on you right now, bro.
How can we make this man pee on himself? which shouldn't be hard. It's not, because Esau's a coward anyway. Only time he rah like that, bat it, ride it, when he outman you and outgun you.
Yeah.
Other than that, you take away that, what remains? A liar and a thief.
Yeah, you take away his sword, he ain't shit.
All that remains is a liar and a thief. You take that sword away.
Exactly.
Got anything else, bro?
Oh yeah, I did. If I didn't, I would make sure I didn't get rid of it though, bro. Oh yeah, I wanted to bring this out because he was talking about how he was in that courtroom running his mouth.
Oh yeah, the Muslims.
Yeah, this is Psalms 10 and 5. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for his enemies, he puffeth at them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how Esau, he's like that even with us and all the other nations that's around up in this country that he drew in here with lies. Now trying to push them out. Get mad, trying to puff up at them and talk shit. But you just got to understand that, hey, you finna be sold to a lot of these nations.
Yeah.
And they gonna be able to get that ass back too.
Oh, they gonna beat you down.
You gonna get sold to the Sabians, boy.
Ammon still wants to pay back from them atomic bombs. They ain't forgot.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many people. Esau, you on so many nation shit lists right now. But see, that's nothing in comparison of being on the shit list of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's what you should fear most. You shouldn't fear this truth. You shouldn't fear us. We don't have the power to bring judgment on you. You need to fear Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, because he's the one that's going to judge you. He's the one that's going to put you in straits, put you in chains for 1,000 years, and let the other nations have their way with you, just like you had your way with the other nations, especially Israel. I would call that just. But see, you commit all your wickedness, and in the same breath, you say, God bless America. So you can't be talking about the God of the Israelites. You're talking about Satan, because only Satan would be in agreement with the wickedness that you do. So we're going to see if Satan going to hold your hand through captivity, like he held your hand through your rulership.
Exactly. I got Joel 3 and 6. The children of also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them up out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the land and into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off. The Lord, for the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai have spoken it, man.
That's
so
it.
You finna get what you gave out. The hands that you dealt out, you finna have to get all of that back, boy. You finna have a handful of Uno cards, partner. you finna draw a bunch of pick fours, dog.
Draw four.
Ain't gonna be no reverse cards. Everything's going straight forward. Ain't nothing going back. Ain't no reverse cards, Edom.
And this right here, this scripture right here tells us it's going to come to pass. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8, verse 4. Where the word of a king is, there is power. If the Lord said it, it's going to happen. And who may say unto him, what doest thou? Who going to question the king? Who going to be stupid enough to question the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai? You 2/3 unbelievers, you heathen nations, and you liars. Y'all got to remember, the Lord is not sending chariots to pick up abominations. All of these are deemed abominations. You want me to get it? Let's go to Proverbs. The Lord's not sending chariots to pick up abominations. You can forget it. Edom, you can forget it. Anybody in the government can forget it. You can forget it. You might well go ahead and dig your $1 billion bunker, whatever the hell. This is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16. These 6 things doth the Lord hate, yet 7 are an abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. What nation is predominantly guilty of all these abominations? Edom.
You can see it all over the news today. Like, in the day we living in today, into yesterday, and the day before that, you see how many articles and how many videos that people are coming out with. Even Moabites taking it to social media, bringing up the receipts of all the shit that you Edomites have done.
Mm-hmm.
The jig is up, man.
It's over, bro.
The jig is up. Everybody see what you about, man. And that's why people removing themselves from it.
Mm-hmm. Who the hell want to go down with a sinking ship? This is Luke chapter 8, verse 17, red letter Lord Yahweh Shai speaking. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. All your dirt is hitting mainstream media, mainstream internet, and ain't nothing you can do about it. So you ain't gonna be able to do nothing. See, the Lord is regaining control. He let you run it for a minute just to get yourself, just for you to dig your hole. Now he's exposing you on a mass level. First he hid you. Now he's exposing you. And ain't nothing you can do about it, homie. So all you can do now is prepare to take these heavenly flops and go into captivity. Because the nation of Edom, y'all don't deserve rulership anyway. If the majority of y'all would sit back and let a handful destroy your nation, y'all don't deserve rulership. Sit back and let a handful of weak-ass liars destroy your nation, you don't deserve to be in power. You don't deserve to be called superior, even though you're not. You're the basis of men. So where's the superiority in allowing a handful of weak-ass liars destroy the kingdom that you stole? I thought y'all was Edomites.
Right. Y'all was the pride of the earth.
You know what I'm saying?
There's all that shit, all that little hidden stuff being searched out, man. And it's the Most High. This is Obadiah 1 and 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? This is Jeremiah 13:26. Therefore will I discover thy skirt upon thy face, that thy shame may appear, man. And a lot of these Edomites are ashamed of their unrighteous fathers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and everything is being searched out. People actually got receipts, bringing it all out, putting it all on the table. But y'all still worried about all this other shit. Instead of really paying attention of who this devil really is and try to stay as far away from him as possible, unless when you at work, of course, you gotta fucking work with him. But outside of that, we need to be trying to remove away from these people, because there's spirits in these people right now that haven't been brought out yet.
Right.
And that's what y'all not understanding. These people are the border of wickedness, like the brother said earlier. You know, and right now will be the perfect time to like try to ease back away from them and pay attention to them. Because once that spirit is brought out of them, they finna be causing a lot of bloodshed, and they showing it now.
Yeah.
With all the crimes, just wanting to go shoot plenty black people, or wanting to put sperm and cupcakes and give it to cookies and shit like that. They thinking that type of stuff. What more, when that spirit get let loose in them, how much more of wickedness would they do?
Uh-huh. Now you got to ask yourself this, Edomites. Ask yourself this. Why is it that you go above and beyond the call of duty just to do something to us that we haven't done anything to you personally? Why do you do that? Why, out of all the other nations on the earth, you feel the urge when you wake up in the morning to shoot up a HBCU, to shoot up the Israelites in Walmart, to shoot up a daycare full of little baby Israelites? What compels you to do that? Only to us. Because you are the wicked that the Bible speaks of. That's why. You've been in constant denial about it. That's why you will not claim that name Edom. but you'll do everything in the Bible that Esau does.
Shows all the characteristics.
Exactly.
All of them.
So why do you go above and beyond to make yourself to commit all kind of domestic terrorist acts on us? No other nation. Why do you do that?
You know why, Edom? I'm gonna answer it for you. I'm gonna with the question that he just answered you. I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna answer it through scriptures. This is Ezekiel 35:5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. See, if thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. That's why. And it's going to happen to you. It's going to all come back to you, E. No matter if you believe it or not.
Oh, he don't believe.
So-called white Christians walking around with the Bible and don't believe nothing that's written in it. And that's why I be telling you dumbass black Christians when y'all be saying, oh, you ignorant niggas in general. If this was a white man's book, why is his destruction in there?
Exactly. Esau too private to tell you how the Lord gonna take him out.
They tried to hide it by taking the Apocrypha out.
Because remember what Esau feels in his heart. I should not be moved. I should never be in adversity.
Yep.
So why would his captivity be in a book that he wrote, so-called?
Exactly.
Y'all don't think. I got this scripture right here. This is another reason why Esau is going into captivity. This is James chapter 5, verse 5. Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth, and been wanton, ye have nourished your hearts as in the day of slaughter. Verse 6. Ye have condemned and killed the just, and he doth not resist you. This is why you're going into captivity. Because Esau, this is the nature of Esau. Esau has to have an enemy. Because he needs somebody to blame his wickedness on. Either that, or he needs a reason why he's committing wickedness. Because these people over here are wicked. Lying on us, false accusing. This is what he does. So he creates an enemy to blame his wickedness on. It's no coincidence that this country has been at war for well over 200 years. Meaningless wars, stupid wars, unjust wars, based on lies.
That's why Yahweh Shemiah Shah gonna have to come down here personally and remove this nigga, man. And that's why we need to be cleaving on to Yahweh Shemiah Shah as well. Because that's who's gonna deliver us from this man. And a lot of y'all not calling on that name, nor have faith. Therefore, this man is gonna destroy y'all, man. This is Psalms 59:2. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity, and save me from bloody men. Esau is the bloody man. For lo, they lie in wait for my soul. The mighty are gathered against me, not for my transgression, nor for my sin, O Lord, they against you, because they have a perpetual hatred towards you blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and they not gonna stop until Most High come down, sends his son down here to put foot to ass, allow the chosen men to put foot to ass, and to put these cats in the chains, man.
Yeah, y'all have to have noticed it by now. How these people go above and beyond just to domestically terrorize us. No other nation.
The accuser of thy brethren.
How they got all these unrighteous decrees in their government laws to target us.
And not their own. Pay attention to it.
Pam Bondi Christian on lying on us. Donald Trump lying on us. Ain't no coincidence. Why would you lie on somebody who doesn't have any power anyway? Because you want to keep it that way, because you know of our potential power. But that's all right though. Because the one that's going to unleash that power, he's on his way. And ain't nothing you going to do that's going to stop him. None of your unrighteous decrees going to stop him. None of your lies is going to stop Hamashiach from putting a foot in your ass. And it's so well deserved and so overdue.
Oh yeah. And when it happens, it's gonna be a beautiful thing to sight, man.
It's gonna be beautiful. The whole earth is gonna rejoice to see your pale ass go in the chains. All right, well, I guess we can close with that. We hope this lesson was edifying. We want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, double honor to the elders. Wa Abba Babal, Shalom.